Get you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hazy on Nova.
Your father, he's on the naughty list.
Jodie and Hazy's Naughty at 6:40.
Naughty.
It's an opportunity for us just to get things off our chest if you're a little bit blue, because after 7 o'clock we've got to straighten up. For example, Jodes, it's fine, you got an opportunity. Talk dicks, go for it. Talk some dicks.
That wasn't the intro that I was expecting, to be perfectly honest with you.
Well, we're honest. We're really honest and open in this space.
Sometimes I get to sit at home alone during the day
here we go.
when there's no children
Oh, my God.
and there's no husband, and I can watch whatever I want on the television.
Oh, my gosh, we're all built the same.
And so at the moment, I've discovered Monsters, which is the story of the Menendez brothers.
What's going on with you boys? I won't tell anyone.
You did this. You destroyed our family.
Oh, yes.
Now, if you're not familiar with the story, basically, rich brothers brought up in privilege. However, they took the opportunity to kill their parents when they realised they weren't going to be in the will. However, the story takes us into jail afterwards, and I'm noticing more and more on our television screens, there's more and more front-on male nudity. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's starting. Ever since Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen Boogie Nights. Remember Boogie Nights at the end when Dirk Diggler gets it out? Of course, he's a famous porn star.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
male nudity. I think that was the first time that I saw proper male nudity in any sort of form.
How'd you feel?
I was, I don't know. Still working it out.
So there's quite a famous scene in Monsters where they're in the jail and there's a inmate and he takes a fancy to one of the Menendez brothers who's an accused killer, and they're just sort of standing there full nude staring at each other. And then I thought, what is this feeling in my loins, Jodie?
You know what's even more impressive? Apparently that's not a fake.
What? What do you mean?
Am I hearing this right? Did you hear this, producer Flack? It's not a fake.
It's his real
That's real.
bits.
That is 100% real.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's sort of nothing happened. They didn't act on it, but there was a lot of sexual tension in that jail shower.
See, I just sort of wonder in a situation like that for male actors, because for females, let's be honest, you don't really have to do much.
What?
Whether it's hot, whether it's cold, everything's going to be as it is.
Well, no, there's the nipple factor.
What's the nipple factor? What? The nipples might constrict if it's a bit colder. What's wrong with that?
Well, you know,
if a male restricts,
But I
it
don't
can
think-
change everything. It can completely change perception.
I don't think nipples restrict. They actually get bigger.
Oh, if it's hot or it's cold.
If it's cold.
If it's cold, do they get bigger?
Yes.
I thought that would restrict. What? Nipples get bigger.
What?
Oh, wait, which way are we going now? I thought we were talking about penises. What are we talking about? Nipples.
Yes.
What?
That's the whole thing. That's
Oh.
why men in the office will turn the air conditioning up so girls' nipples, boom, like that.
Okay. Which men out there are doing that at offices?
I've met a few.
It's 2024. You can't do that sort of stuff anymore.
Two of Australia's biggest stars of the stage and screen, and they're performing Grease. Paddy has been on our TV since the 60s, from iconic comedy shows to Dancing with the Stars, even a spot on The Wiggles. I'm Emma.
I'm Simon.
I'm Lucky. I'm Anthony, and we're
The Wiggles.
And for many appearances alongside her late husband Bert, Jay has been on our screens for generations. Could be from his appearances in Star Wars films, frontlining TV shows like Water Rats, All Saints and Home and Away, or his 15 years on Play School.
Oh, look, it's the Queen. She looks like she's eating bread and honey.
Would you like a bite?
Oh, no, thank you, Your Majesty.
Please welcome Paddy Newton and Jay Lagaya.
Could we be more thrilled to have you guys in with us? Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
How are you finding Adelaide? Are you enjoying it? I know, Paddy, you've been here a lot of recent.
Yeah, I have been. And a lot before that, Bert and I used to come here to do the Ernie Sigley show, you know?
Yes.
Many years ago.
Oh, do we want to ask how many years ago?
Oh, well,
Well, it was in Latin, put it that way. That's how long it was.
well, it was a long, long time ago, but Bert's always loved Adelaide because the audience is so good. And that's what we're finding here
Yeah.
doing Grease, aren't we, Jay?
Yeah, they're wonderful. They dress up it's like cosplay, really. You look out into the audience and they got better outfits than you.
But obviously there's a special connection with Bert playing Vince Fontaine, 12 years ago?
Yes, and he was fabulous. And hang on, I'll just listen for the crash upstairs when I say, and Jay is fabulous as Vince Fontaine as well.
No. Yeah. In theatre,
The heavens are angry.
Yeah, listen, in theatre, that's called a yes and.
Yeah, he loved it. It was a great show, and it's exactly the same as Jay and I have felt. You know, we're working with a lot of young people, and they're very enthusiastic, and it's quite lovely the way. Well, me being the oldest in the company, I think maybe in the world. No, but I feel like that.
No, in the world, yeah.
But, you know, it's lovely the way they look after me. Jay is one of those people, like Bert, they nurture the people that are working in the show.
Yeah.
And also they, you know, they're so generous and they're so loving and caring. And that's what I'm going away with.
I have to say that's so sickly sweet that I got a cavity.
That's all right. We know someone that can put new teeth in your head. We saw the ad downstairs.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Were they the people you saw, Hazy? With
Yes,
your new teeth?
Your teeth are looking fabulous.
I'm telling you,
thank you
I
very
got
much.
blinded by your teeth. I'm telling you right now. I thought you were an Osman.
And did you get them done in one day, like they are? What they say?
We're just having a beautiful, wholesome conversation. It comes back to giving me shit about my teeth.
No, it's not that, but I can see you're self-conscious. But those things, those are bay windows, you know.
Yes.
And they're very white, which I love.
Oh, very nice. I had them cleaned not too long ago.
Well, there
had
you
them
go.
Invisalign.
Good.
Had them straightened up.
Oh, good.
All right.
They're actually your teeth. But
They're
you
definitely
just
my
had
teeth. I
Invisalign.
promise you.
Listen, for that amount of money, they better be your teeth.
Oh, God. Hey, Jay, speaking of maybe Invisalign and braces and things like that, have you got 8 kids?
Oh, yeah, but I got my figure back, so I'm really happy.
That's quite remarkable. And also, are we reading this correctly? Catherine has been cast as Moana in the live-action remake of the hit Disney film.
She's been shooting, she went over to America in May, so she's just finished sitting her, HSC. She's still doing that. So 3 hours in the trailer sitting that, and then she comes out and shoots with the Rock. But they've been shooting
Just to drop a name.
Yeah, that's right. Drop a big name. A lot of people
the same
say,
noise that Bert just made up there before.
And it's really funny because everyone goes, oh, yeah, because she's a Nepo baby. And I went, you would think if she was a Nepo baby, don't you think I would have a role in this? I'm like, no. And they go, oh, yeah, all right. But my family's sort of flat out, really, at the moment.
Two-part question here. Are you happy that she's in the biz as well? And also...
Excuse me, can I just say...
Yeah, go on.
I think they nearly all are.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately for Jay. I mean, he's got people everywhere. He has to keep taking days off to go to opening nights for one and, rehearsals for another. So
yeah, that's incredible.
I've got several in the industry at the moment. As an entertainer, I am over the moon. As a father, I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed. Just a bunch of kids that are achieving. My kid ate a glue stick the other day. So
I have a daughter with 6 children and they're all at school.
Yeah. Glue stick. Well, it depends. I mean, if it was blue tack, that's an artistic choice.
Yes. And you've got a play school background, so you're well qualified to say these
I'm telling
things.
you, so we would have found that in the useful box, but So that's But a glue stick, that's an addiction. A blue tack, that's creative.
Right, okay. Big difference.
And so how many grandchildren do you have now?
Lauren has 6 children.
She's got 6?
Yes. When she heard that I was working with Jay and he had 8, she said, do you think I should have 2 more?
Yeah, I need to work harder.
It's not a competition.
Greece at Her Majesty's Theatre.
Yes.
Going until Saturday, so you need to be quick and get your tickets. Jay and Paddy have joined us. It's amazing what you guys are telling us. Do you mind sticking around?
We'd love to.
Oh, we'd love to. I love you too.
Oh,
you've both got such beautiful white teeth.
This is Vince Fontaine looking for a high of 22 degrees. Traffic is running smoothly. You're with Jodie and Hazy, Nova 919.
speaking of Bert, you have the most beautiful diamond necklace around your neck, and it says Bert, and it's stunning. And it was the first thing I noticed when you came in. But you got that in lieu of something else.
Well, I was going to get a tattoo. See, I always called, his name was Albert Watson Wilberforce Thomas Patrick Aloysius Peter Newton.
Beg your pardon?
And that's why.
Test me.
That's right. It's supercalifragilistic.
So I always called him Alb, and he calls me Mac because I'm McGrath. My maiden name was McGrath. So I didn't know whether to get Alb or Bert tattooed on my wrist. They were doing a tribute to him at the Logies because they've made an award that is named after him. And so Lauren presented me with a diamond Bert, and she said, here, don't get the tattoo, wear this. And I don't take it off. I leave it on all the time. So I feel he's always with me.
And she got the matching on as well?
No, I made her one.
Oh, right.
But mine's a bit prettier than hers.
The interesting thing is also in our show at the opening, there is a big, huge moon that comes down with a moon face on it.
Yeah.
Which is also a slight homage to old Moonface himself, old Bert. So every night we say hello to him.
That is so nice.
That's nice.
And I wave as he goes.
And
I think, stay with me. You know, don't let me forget my words or anything. So it's lovely.
Okay, guys, it has been such a pleasure to have you in the studio. And Greece.
Now, excuse me, are you coming to see the show? That's more important.
That feels like an instruction rather than a question.
I guess that's a yes.
We've only got till Saturday.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a last hurrah.
Yes. Yeah.
And, I know you know all the songs.
Who doesn't?
Thought you were about to put Jodie on spot and say, ready? 3, 2, 1, start. See
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. But I think that,
Well, do you know, I was a friend of Olivia's and loved her dearly. And a friend, she was my bridesmaid, is married to John Farrar. And he wrote, You're the One That I Want.
I'm sorry, I know we're keeping you.
No, you're not. But we like being here.
But I always question how Olivia felt about Greece. Did she ever speak to you about that?
Yes, she loved it because I think it made her life wonderfully wealthy and she loved the role because she could be Australian in it.
Yes.
She didn't have to do an American accent.
Yeah.
And she loved the music.
Yeah.
And she also loved John Travolta. So I guess, for her, it was a win-win.
It's an interesting thing, too, because it's very, very rare to have an iconic musical, an iconic show out there that has an Australian lead in it. It's the original Mean Girls. It's the original High School Musical.
Yeah.
So I think the thing is that when you look back at that and go, we had an Australian in this, and a lot of people come because their parents brought them and now they're bringing their children. So we're making life memories. That's what these shows are about. And I think they're really important because people come to hear the soundtrack of their lives and they go away singing it. And then the younger ones that come through go, oh, I get it. It's not a TikTok,
Greece is not a TikTok.
Greece is the word.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's so funny. There was a friend that I speak to a lot and she said, do you know, it's so funny. I loved Grease when I was growing up. And she said, I watched it and Mum used to let me watch it and I loved it. And she said, one day I was at school and they said, oh, what about when she comes out, in that outfit? She's so raunchy. And she said, I've watched Grease a million times. I haven't seen that bit. And her mum used to stop it before that bit came. She never knew that, there was a raunchy bit to it.
Sandra D wasn't so wholesome. Oh, guys, what a privilege to have you in the studio. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, and we'll see you both at the show.
Yes.
That's it. Jodie and Hazy, Nova 919.
Jodie and Hazy's Loose Lips.
Communication and listening so vitally important in this particular job. Would you agree, Jodes?
It's critical.
And you're getting better in this space.
Thank you.
But we designed a particular segment to help you further extend your ability to absorb information. And maybe it's not just by listening to the words that come out of our mouth.
Yep.
Maybe it's by making them out by looking at my mouth. Literally the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Well, I make this argument. Maybe if you said anything interesting ever, then I'd listen more.
Yeah, well, and that's something that I've taken on board and I'm working on as well.
Okay.
So in this particular little game, it's called Loose Lips. I will give you 3 sentences and you can't hear what I'm saying. You just have to read the words that are coming out of my mouth. Are you ready?
I'm good to go.
All right. We're going to put some noise-cancelling headphones on Jodie. So technically now she can't hear a word that I'm saying.
Now I officially can hear elevator music and that is it.
But she can see my mouth. Here we go. Chupa Chups are the best lollipops.
Have you started?
Yes, I have.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, then you're supposed to do that thing with your finger where you go,
Okay. Chupa Chups are the best lollipops.
Jump when you hear Mary Poppins.
Oh, I don't mind that. I can
Was that
see.
close?
I can see how.
Oh.
Noise cancelling headphones down. No, but you're trying. All right, cancelling headphones back up. Chupa Chups are the best lollipops.
Jumpity jump when you hear a lollipop.
Oh my gosh, that was incorrect, but you're on the right path.
Is
There's
lollipop
one
right?
part, maybe. All right, cancelling headphones back up. Last time. Chupa Chups are the best lollipops.
Oh, I know. I've got it. Chupa Chups are the best lollipops.
There she is, bang. Well done. There you go. Good stuff, you got it.
Thank you.
You're getting better at this.
Thank you.
All right, next sentence. Noise cancelling headphones are up. Jodie can't hear me. Sometimes I tend to get hangry. Sometimes I tend to get hangry.
Sometimes I like to lick a hand grenade.
Oh my gosh. No, that's not it.
Well,
That's
that
not
would
it.
be
That's
dumb.
not it.
I would
I
give you
know.
that advice.
Who would say that? One more time. Noise cancelling headphones up.
Yep.
Sometimes I tend to get hangry.
Sometimes I, Andrew, get angry.
Oh, close. One more quick time. Ready?
That's true, for the record.
Sometimes.
And then you get resting bitch face and it's really annoying. Sorry, am I still talking? Okay.
You done? All right, last time on this one.
Okay.
Sometimes I tend to get hangry.
Sometimes I get a little bit hangry.
Yeah, that'll do. Well done. It was sometimes I tend to get hangry. We got there.
Okay.
We got there. Last one. All right.
Okay, you're gonna play semantics with that. That was pretty damn good.
It was pretty good.
Okay.
Not too bad. All right, last one. Why won't the kids listen to me?
Why don't you ever listen to me?
Oh, that's close. Okay, now you can hear me. That's very, very close. All right, I'll go again. Jodie can't hear me. Why won't the kids listen to me?
Why won't the kids kiss me?
Oh, that's freaky. One more time. You were more on the right path before.
Go on then.
Why won't the kids listen to me?
I say, why won't the kids listen to me?
Yeah, she's got it.
3 for 3!
Yeah, well done. That's not bad. That is not bad. We've both discovered that we are very obnoxious when we're hungry.
Sometimes it feels really lonely being so stupid.
No, I'm there with you.
Thanks, Joel.
I'm there with you, sister.
Thank you.
Don't you worry. And if you don't believe me, ask my wife, Cara.
Oh, yeah. I get regular feedback from her about your acts of stupidity. Don't worry about that.
It's your turn now, though.
Well,
what have you done?
I actually haven't told anyone this on the planet yet, not even my husband, because I was so embarrassed. So yesterday afternoon, I went to the gym about 5 o'clock.
Good on
And thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate you applauding my efforts.
That's nice. Here you go.
I mean, it's no big deal, and I don't want you to make a big deal of it, but there was a good solid 3Ks in 21 minutes on the treadmill.
Is that you ran 3Ks in 21 minutes? Mm-hmm. That's. Do you know what? It's done. It's done. It's not about time. It's about getting it done. You're not exactly Eliud Kipchoge, but that's fine.
No, I'm not. I never professed to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was at the gym for an hour. parked my car on Melbourne Street and walked into said gym, did the session. No, as I was walking away from my car, I went to lock it and it did that thing where it went boop, boop.
As in, like, I'm not quite right.
I'm not quite, there's something
Come
wrong.
pay me some attention.
Yeah, either the boot's a little bit open or you haven't shut your door properly or something's not right. And I tried it 3 times to lock it on the way, but I was running late. So it boop, booped at me 3 times. I'm like, oh, okay, grow up, car, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just do your job and lock yourself. So I just assumed that something wasn't quite right. But anyway, went ahead, did not think about it for the whole entire hour. Walked out of the gym, walked down Melbourne Street, went to open my car, and it booped at me again. I was like, okay, now you're starting to piss me off. So I was like, what's happened here? And I get closer and closer, and then I go, oh my God, that's really odd. Someone started my car.
Oh my God.
Someone.
You have got to be kidding.
I had left my car running
For an hour.
on a main street in Adelaide for 1 hour.
I'm just going to... I won't be long. I'm just going to pop into the gym for an hour. I'll leave the car on.
Not the first time I've done it, I have to admit. I've done it in underground car parks before. But do you know what amazes me? And, like, it thrills me also. You can do that and no one steals your car.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to encourage that sort of behaviour
That's
because
Adelaide.
I'm sure there's car thieves in Adelaide, but they're not on Melbourne Street.
Do you know what, though? I feel like car thieves went up to it and they're like, this is too easy.
Too good to be true.
This has got to be a trap. Like, there's got to be a camera around there.
Yeah.
And the other thing as well is, what about your car when you were walking off and it was going boop, boop, and it was like, I'm still on, dickhead. I'm still on. That's what I was trying to say.
Let's talk about those things that you do that your partner says, hey, would you like to come along to insert the answer on 13 24 10.
Yes, and we're very, very lucky that in this particular space, anyone who gets on air at any stage will get themselves on the standby list to see Coldplay. Flights, accommodation, everything happening in Sydney.
Yeah.
We did a bit of a blitz yesterday. A couple of outstanding, wholesome young gentlemen called through by the name of Brad and Troy, who were very keen for Coldplay, or maybe they weren't.
I don't really like Coldplay, but my missus does, so I'm up early fighting the battle. I'm a bit the same as Brad.
Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable.
Doing it for the wife.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Brad and Troy, 2 very good guys, putting their partners first.
A lot of committed men.
Yeah. On your lads. Taking it to the team.
Well done. And it just got us thinking, okay, what is it that your partner says, hey, let's do this? And you go, I can't think of
that
anything
sounds
else.
terrible, but yes.
But yes, I would really like to. Do you do anything for Cara, or do you make Cara do anything for you?
Well, I'm trying to drag Cara to Xavier Road as we speak.
Why would you drag her there?
Because he's really awesome. Sing along, Joe. Do you know the words?
No, don't.
Let me be now. Imagine this. Harley Street Music Hall with your significant other. The strong aroma of marijuana fills the room. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
I mean, your wife has 3 children under 6. So
It's
if
like
she's,
they
if
are.
she's actually leaving the house, I don't think she wants it to be for Xavier Rudd.
That's probably it. So there's a bit of pushback.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that.
Okay.
Watch the space, see if she relents.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Well, I mean, this one started out as really, you want me to go to the Tyre Power Awards?
The Tyre Power Awards.
Which is what...
The 2024 Annual Tyre Power Awards.
Dealer of
Brought
the
to you
year.
by Tyre Power.
The dealer of the year, if you don't mind, which is normally Brian or Daryl,
It does, man.
one of the boys. So initially Greg was like, do you want to come to the Tyre Power, which is, a couple of hours of Tyre Power Awards for the different dealerships. And I was like, oh, no. And then the first year I went along, I was like, it's bloody great.
So it's not that bad. So maybe on paper, it's better than what it seems.
Yeah, so there is that. What about you, Zoe?
Not really. And it didn't make me go, but my first serious boyfriend, I had to go along to Greek Easter and
Greaster.
yeah, Greaster as they call it.
Is that a thing?
And I did,
Sorry.
I did 4 years of like hectic Greek Orthodox stuff.
What does that involve?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm incredibly Australian, white, no culture whatsoever, very boring human being. So I clearly wasn't really quite welcome there. So it was always a bit of a, I got to go to the Greaster.
What were you doing wrong?
Well,
Where every time
being an Aussie wasn't a good start. No, it was completely fine, but I just stood out like a sore thumb. Like it was,
Okay, well that's okay. Is that the one where they jump off the jetty? Is that and they find the cross?
No, but that is an annual thing, and
that looks fun.
That ex-boyfriend was in the paper a few months ago because he won it.
Oh, there we go. It all comes back around in a beautiful circle, doesn't it?
I don't know what his name is, but I'm sure he was like, "I'll show Zoe," as he dives into the Nile, holds up the cross.
Look what you're missing out on. The Great King. 13 24 10. Let's do this. What did your partner make you do?
Yes.
What did your partner drag you along to?
He sort of took one for the team, you know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you enjoyed it. Producer Flack's got a good one, which we'll get to after the song.
Of course he does.
It's pretty outrageous. And your partner as well, Producer Flack, Laura, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Certainly took one for the team on this particular occasion because I think there's no species of male that would enjoy this particular night and the process that goes through it.
Well, we heard about this yesterday, but is this when you took one for the team when she made you have relations in the change rooms at Kmart? Is that this occasion?
Just need to flag that was like 20 years ago. It wasn't current law. Not current partner.
Okay.
Older partner.
Right.
Might have to deal with that one, Producer Flack.
Okay, play a song quick.
All good. 13 24 10. What did your partner make you do? As well, we will put you on the standby list for Coldplay flights accommodation in Sydney. If you get yourself on air, we'll take your calls next. Right now, we're talking on 13 24 10. What did your partner make you do?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So we've got a couple of friends of the show who were trying to get tickets to Coldplay, and they're like, we don't really like Coldplay, but our partner does.
Yeah. Good on you, boys. That is Brad and Troy.
I don't really like Coldplay, but my missus does, so I'm fairly fighting the battle. I'm a bit the same as Brad.
Oh, my gosh. This is unbelievable.
Doing it for the wife.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Brad and Troy, two very good guys, putting their partners first.
A lot of committed men.
Yeah. A couple of beautiful team players.
Yeah.
As is
Producer Muffin.
Flack. Sorry. Producer Muffin.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in for the first time, his significant other, Laura, calls him Muffin. So
Isn't
now
that
we
cute?
call him Muffin. Sometimes we call him Muff for short.
Yep, it's up to us.
Charming.
Morning, Producer Muff.
Morning, Jodie and Hazy.
Yeah. What are you making Laura do, or what's she making you do?
A couple of weeks ago, I didn't even know. And she's just like, oh, don't forget we got that thing this Friday. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. It's in the calendar, isn't it? She's like, yeah. I did a candle making course.
Oh, my very gosh. That sounds terrible. Yeah. A candle making course?
A candle making course.
That's the thing that people sign up to and pay money. Hang on, do you pay money to do it or do they pay you? What's happening here? How do they make money off that?
It's like one of those medical experiments. They should be paying you.
Yeah.
So we sat there and I sniffed 40 different fragrances. You got to use the testers. You put them in the wax. And anyway, mine was salted caramel and lavender or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Turns out that does not go well together.
Salted caramel, yes, delicious. Lavender, not a great combination.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't enjoy what I was doing, but she did.
Well, did anyone enjoy it? Were there other blokes there? Could you identify that there were other blokes there being like, this sucks, man?
There was 25 people there and I was the only male.
Oh, no. No.
There's something in that.
Unless she was dripping that candle wax on your stomach afterwards, then there is no way you should have gone to that
He didn't
course.
say that didn't happen.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
How do you know?
Haven't you watched 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
All right.
Haven't you been to the Oddie household on Thursday? Let's go to Tim from Winvale. Good morning to you, Tim.
G'day, Grievous. How you doing?
We're good, thank you. What's your partner making you do?
She made me go to Coldplay over at Rod Laver Arena years ago.
Yeah.
And I went there kicking and screaming. And it was honestly the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
100%. He's so good. Chris Martin is just the ultimate stageman, and they get all sorts of things going with lighting and colours, and it's just an absolute feast for all the senses.
What about him at the Super Bowl? It was absolutely epic.
Yeah. Yeah, when they did Yellow, the whole stadium erupted. It was absolutely brilliant. And, like, Chris is her celebrity shag.
Yeah, Battle of the Bangers, just a nice little space where you tell us which music to play, but it is a very, very competitive space because it's down to your vote.
Yeah, okay, let's recap the score, which I like to do in Battle of the Bangers, not so much in song. It is 20-15 at the moment, which means there's about 6 weeks remaining till the end of the year for us. So you would have to win pretty much every single week.
6 from 8, I need.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
hang on. Is it 6 from 8?
Oh, my God.
Just got some confirmation from producer Zoe. Not good with maths. 6 from 8.
Okay.
And not good with Battle of the Bangers. No.
So
You're on a heater, by the way. Good stuff.
So the theme this week, we came up with bad fashion on the back of the raging hot debate between skinny jeans and baggy jeans that went on this week. You lost that. So I'm hoping that's an omen and a sign for Battle of the Bangers. So bad fashion.
Do you want to go first? Who have you got?
I always do. So, I think the king of the bad pants, which ties in beautifully with what we were talking about, has to be MC Hammer.
Yes, true. Can't touch this. And who would want to touch it with those pants on?
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? They're super baggy.
Aren't they?
They make producer Zoe's pants look like skinny legs. That's how baggy they are.
My music hits me so hard, makes me sick. Oh my Lord.
Oh,
Thank you
my
for
very
blessing
goodness.
me. Okay, go.
That's not too bad. There you go. Okay.
right.
Solid tune. MC Hammer Can't Touch This. I haven't heard that one for a long time.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
Okay.
It's songs that we don't play every day.
Well, this bloke has recently been in the media, but let's not forget some of his fashion and also fashion disasters. Justin Timberlake, baby. He was singing this song, I believe, when the biggest fashion disaster of all time happened.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when he released Janet Jackson's boob
Yeah.
on stage at the Super Bowl.
That was so fortunate that day that when she woke up, she got dressed and she was like, oh, don't forget my star nipple covers.
Yeah, I know. That was, jeez, thank goodness.
Imagine if she didn't. Imagine.
Bare nipple.
Oh.
But also, let's never forget when Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears, as a
Dressed
couple,
in
dressed in all denim.
Double denim.
That is disgusting.
That was amazing.
It
And
was awful at the time. It's still awful, and it will always be awful in the years to come.
Well said, Andrew Hayes.
Thank you very much. And that's a man who's hopelessly out of touch with fashion.
Yeah.
Even I can identify that.
But weirdly enough, and sorry to digress for a moment, I was getting my nails done yesterday and they were playing old R&B on the TV screen.
Yeah.
And there was a film clip, I can't remember the song, but it was Justin Timberlake and Rihanna.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was out in the desert. He had a tank top on and some really cool sunnies. And I was like, man, you're hot. When you
Yeah.
get it right, there's no hotter than Justin.
I find it strange that Justin Timberlake is the pin-up boy for blokes who shave their head and look so much better.
Yeah.
So that was a transformation. Rock Your Body started cruising around with his shaved head and they're like, oh my gosh, you sexy thing, you. Good stuff, Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, you were like me yesterday watching that shower scene in Menendez
100%.
or Monsters,
Getting
whatever it was.
ourselves all distracted and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Justin Timberlake, Rock Your Body versus You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer. Get voting at Jodie and Hazy on Instagram. Winning song revealed tomorrow morning at 8. And boy, oh boy, I need a win because I'm trailing 20-15.
Don't start the pathetic, please.
And
please.
Okay, so if you
Here we
like...
go.
I'm not going to do that. Obama is so cool.
Just when you think that man could not get any cooler, he goes, oh, guys, hold my beer. And so he introduced, Eminem introduced him yesterday at a Detroit rally for Kamala Harris. And it sparked the former president to break into an Eminem song. Have a listen to this, which will be the best thing you've heard all day.
Bless you, Barack.
So I don't usually get nervous. Now notice my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Covered on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready to drop bombs, but I keep on forgetting.
Yeah!
Never let it go.
And do you reckon that the people at that rally in Detroit loved it?
Oh, my God. If Kamala can't lose, can she? I don't want to get all political, but please let her win.
Yeah, well, apparently they're saying that Trump's probably going to win.
I feel like there's a rap song that everyone can pull out at a party. Like there's something ingrained into your brain that we all
100%.
know.
And usually it's learnt at a young age, and particularly in a space where perhaps really useful information could be absorbed into your brain. Instead, we're storing that vital space
I know.
with rap lyrics.
It's like, you got a D in geometry, Jodie. Well, why? Are you so busy at home learning the lyrics to We Didn't Start the Fire?
Yeah,
Is that the issue?
that's good.
Okay.
I'll go first.
All right.
Black Sunday, greatest album of all time by Cypress Hill. Shouldn't know these lyrics. Put the point on the flam, or your tip will just toss that ham in the frying pan. Like steak it thumb when I come and slam. Damn, I feel like the sun is sand. Don't make me wet. Snap your lips, but the dance got me going like General Electric. And the lights are blinking. I'm thinking it's all over when I go out drinking. Ah, that was the heavily edited version too, by the way.
I always get nervous
There's
with
some
those sorts of lyrics.
Really interesting lyrics in
It's
there.
called 213-2410 if you have a rap that you just want to peel off, that
Yeah.
you know off the top of your head.
Ah, come on, Joes, you've got something.
I do, definitely
yes, you
do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
In fact, I know you do. In fact, I'm just going to play it.
Don't do it.
And you're going to sing along.
No.
Because you can't help it.
Okay.
Hook it up to your veins. Here she goes.
Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. I sit back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Would it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll go to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal, light up a stage and jump like a candle. Dance!
I feel like I fell at the last hurdle.
You stumbled at the end, but you just still finished first. Well done.